Welcome to your daily 49ers update. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. Here is what's happening. The Pro Bowl rosters were announced yesterday, and one 49er, Deommodore Lenoir, was not happy about not making the first team. As you can see, Lenoir took to social media and did not mince words. He's not happy, and you know what? He has a pretty good case for it. All of the corners that were picked ahead of him were second-round picks or better, and Deommodore has given up fewer touchdowns than all of them. In fact, he has not given up a touchdown in the regular season all year long. The last one he gave up, you have to go all the way back to week 13 against the Eagles in 2023. That is the last touchdown Lenoir has given up in the regular season. So his hate or his anger, I should say, is kind of justified. Now, unfortunately, we may not see him this weekend against the Cardinals because he has not practiced all week long. As we take a look at the injury report, it is lengthy for the Niners. You can see all the players that did not participate, including Jair Brown, who was actually downgraded with an ankle injury. The good news is that George Kittle was upgraded. He is now limited, and so was Isaac Yiadom. I don't know if that's good news for the Niners, considering Yiadom's play this year, but he is limited now. We'll see who actually starts against the Cardinals. Of course, Niners have nothing to play for, so you're not really going to push any veterans, but we will see. One guy who will start for the 49ers, of course, is Josh Dobbs, who met the media yesterday and said he's just happy to get off the bench.
I'm just excited for the opportunity to get on the field and play. We all work to have this opportunity to play at the end of the day, and it's obviously fun to be a part of a great room and be supportive of Brock throughout the season. But to get a chance to get your number called and go out there and play and show what you can do is something that you never take for granted in this league, whether you play quarterback, receiver, defense, no matter what. You can't take that opportunity for granted. So I'm excited to get out there, play, compete, build a lot of camaraderie with several guys, a lot of guys throughout the locker room. So to be able to step into that huddle and lead that group of men in our last opportunity on Sunday will be a lot of fun.
Dobbs, of course, started 8 games for the Cardinals last season. He was actually asked if he wants to stay in San Francisco beyond this year, and he didn't really answer. He said, hey, we'll worry about free agency when the time comes. All of the 49ers quarterbacks behind Brock Purdy are free agents, so they've got work to do there. I'd actually like to see Dobbs stick around. I think he's good in a pinch. He's obviously very smart. They need somebody behind Brock Purdy. What do you think? Do you want to see Josh Dobbs back in 2025? One guy who many 49er fans do not want to see back in 2025 is defensive coordinator Nick Sorensen. Multiple veterans on defense have spoken about the communication issues this team has had. Sorensen was asked about that yesterday and just how you fix it.
It's frustrating. And that's why those veteran guys say that, just we're all frustrated with it, and it shows up, and sometimes it's different people, but it's, immediately they know that it shouldn't have done that. So a lot of it is, the continue to push is the pre-snap communication is everything, because most guys, if he's off the ball, he's probably going to move. So there's got to be, we just have to keep being better at it, and you can't do it after the play. It's got to happen before. And then when it happens, someone starts moving during the play, then you've already expected it. You've already pre-thought it. It's just something we got to keep getting better at. And it's kind of shown up in critical parts of critical games.
That was not exactly an encouraging response. Yes, you want to fix it, of course, but what are the actual steps you need to take in order to do that? Didn't really get that sense from Nick Sorensen in that answer. And the more he talks, the more I just feel like he's just a guy. He's just a regular NFL coach. Not terrible, but not anything special. And I want special in my defensive coordinator. We always give you one thing to read, one thing to watch, and one thing you might have missed. One thing to read on this Friday are the quotes from Ricky Pearsall talking about his crazy rookie season. He actually had some insightful and inspiring things to say considering all the adversity he has faced this year. I will drop the link in the description of this episode. One thing to watch. If you don't want to watch the Niners this weekend, I get it. Maybe you want to watch an old friend. Jimmy Garoppolo is actually going to start for the Rams against the Seahawks. It'll be his first start since October of 2023. One thing you may have missed, good news for the Charvarius Ward family and for the 49ers. He was beaming in the locker room. He welcomed his infant son, Charvarius Jr., on Saturday. Everybody is happy and healthy back in Dallas where he lives. That is obviously fantastic news. He has had Tremendous personal tragedy this season. So good news for Mooney Ward. If there's anybody on the 49ers that deserves it, it is Ward and his family. That's a wrap on today's 49ers in 5. Please rate, review, and follow the Gold Standard Podcast Network everywhere you get your audio pods. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. Click the bell for notifications when we're live, which is every weekday after every Niners game and after all Niners breaking news. Enjoy your Friday, everybody. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. We'll talk later today.